Sup Nerds, free 99 here, having a nibble at If Enemies Smack, a programming RPG auto battler. It's being developed and published by Moxon's game dev. If you would like to have a nibble yourself, you can find a link in the description. Let's boolean in. Click your hero's configure button to program their rotation. Okay, sure, we can configure the fighter. Oh god, that's a lot of stuff. Drag the skills from the library to your hero's rotation. Whenever it's your hero's turn, it will cast the skills in the loop. Okay, so first skill is Shield Bash, Taunt, Bolster, Bash. Do they have any type of synergy with each other? Adds 20 taunt, next turn comes 6 ticks earlier? So this speeds things up. That's kind of cool. Adds 15 armor, next turn comes 4 ticks earlier. Deal 20 damage, add 1 vulnerability. Next attack against this unit will deal 2 times damage. And then Shield Bash, enemy with highest ABS, HP 5 damage, self add 4 armor. Okay, sure. And it looks like these can only be put in set positions. So why don't we go... Okay, you gain mana, you lose mana, you lose mana. We have 50 to start with. So that's interesting. What is this one? Inertia, the number of ticks between rounds. Smaller number equals faster character. Okay, sure. And then we got the health. Okay. So it looks like we want to probably add armor first, then taunt the enemy into attacking us. Most skills cost mana. See the value here on each skill card. 1 skill per class gives mana back instead. Sure, I understand that. Slot Shield Bash into the rotation. It's fighter's mana regen skill. So it's telling me that we are spending 35, which means we cannot spend the mana for Bash, which kind of sucks because I was hoping to put Bash before Shield Bash to get the vulnerability of Shield Bash to trigger. Or, yeah, words. So that's unfortunate. Why don't we go Shield Bash? Fighters are turn-based. A turn is called a tick. Your hero acts every X ticks defined by their inertia. For the fighter, that's every 10 ticks. Lower inertia means faster turns. Some skills have a cooldown indicated on the skill card. If you try to use them in your rotation while they are on cooldown, you wasted your round. Close the editor when you're done. It auto-saves. Okay, so cooldown of 30 seconds. So then it ticks 10 seconds. You have a cooldown of 15. So it ticks 10 seconds. Bolster activates because it has no cooldown. 10 seconds later, it does taunt, but it actually does taunt in 6 seconds because you hasten things by 4. So this happens, and then this has a 15-second cooldown after it adds 20 taunt, which makes Shield Bash happen after 4 seconds? Is that right? And then Bash happens again after 10 seconds. I think that's what it's saying. And it costs us 45 mana out of 50 that we have. We could do this, but I don't think we have enough mana if it actually happens. I'm assuming this is the right thing to do. Press start. Press start dungeon to enter the fight. Yeah, start dungeon. Some call it reckless. Something I did not even see. So we got the lone warrior. Alright, here's the one that we're fighting. Sure. Press autoplay to let your program run the fight on its own. Play button down here. Sure. So there's the shield. 6 seconds. Yeah, that makes sense. They attacked us. We're gonna do taunt, but we're the only ones here, so it doesn't matter. We smack them fast, and then we hit them with the other attack. Sure, nice. Onward. Level 2 is unlocked. Head back to the editor to set up your next fight. Back to the editor. Do we get a bit more mana now? I'm hoping we do. Okay, we got a priest. Meet the priest. She heals, but she needs to be told when to heal. That's what if statements do. Got it. Equipments is linked to the position and dungeon. It is not linked to the class. Any class placed here will profit from this equipment. Oh, okay. So this class, armor of readiness, start combat with 10 armor. Sure, that makes sense. They're in the front line. We are not starting yet. What? No, configure. Okay. So every 8 seconds, they've got 80 mana, 60 health. I understand. Equipment. Okay, I got that one. Open the priest editor. We already did that. What if we save and close and then we go configure? There we go. Click add if to author a condition. Where is if? Add if. Okay. Set the scope to any hero. All enemies, enemies. I see. So all heroes. No, any heroes? Any heroes. Set the parameter to HP. So if HP is less than 50 health, then hit quick heal as skill cost. So we don't want to kill each other. We want to heal. Skill added to the rotation will automatically be used repeatedly in the order they are set regardless of any conditions. Skills added if statements will take priority over skills in the rotation and be used when their specified conditions are met. Learn the difference between these two statements and use them effectively to set up your skills for different situations. Okay, so you can jump the queue if one of our guys has less than 50 health. Sure. Don't forget to give the priest a rotation too. The if only fires when its conditions matches. The rotation is what she casts the rest of the time. Got it. This rule means anytime any ally drops before 50 health, your priest will cast quick heal, close the editor, and hit start dungeon. No, because we want to do like holy spark in there somewhere. And then do we want to just go like fog of war? Maybe we go fog of war. Why is there something wrong with you? This hero is out of position for this. Oh, so this doesn't track where they are. This is like, I see. Because our guy is like in this, I guess, middle right spot. They can't use fog of war. I understand. So what if we just flip-flop between the two of you? That's something. And then like quick heal will activate. Just so as an emergency? Because you've got 80 mana to mess with. There's no reason not to. So what if we save and close? Or can we move you? Can we like... No, slot is disabled for this dungeon. Okay, sure. Let's go. So we've got our HP, we've got the enemy HP. They're going to be hitting for quite a lot. So let's hopefully stay alive. They smacked you. You get your shield. They attacked you for the shield. You got poisoned, which is horrific. We're taunting, so the other shouldn't heal. Or the other shouldn't hit our healer, I should say. Alright, you get smacked. Greater heal's gonna come out, hopefully. First person died. You're at 5 health. Ooh, no, you're at 5 MP. You're still at max health. Okay, sure. Middle one's dying. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. We should be fine. 74, 73, 62. No mana to heal with. That's unfortunate. We've got 35, so that's not bad. They all died. We won, sure. So we don't actually gain the mana in between rounds. How was this difficulty? It was too easy. Progression trackers. You now know rotations and F statements. The real dungeons are waiting. Sure, level selection. So this is where the actual game begins. We've got 2 choices. The Orc Encampment, which is 1 star. And then we've got Dragon's Lair, which is 5-star difficulty. There's also an infinite mode unlocked, which is cool, I guess? I mean, let's check out this Dragon's Lair. Why not? Do you want me to load a simple team comp for you? You can change anything at any time. It contains basic rotations and simple if statements to get you started. I kind of want to mess with myself. So we've got the fighter, the rogue, the arcanist, and the priest. The person in the first slot, start combat with 1 ward. What is ward? We can't right click to see what it is, but I'm assuming it does something defensively. Every 4 attacks deal 2 damage. Okay, and then we've got attacks deal 2 extra damage. That leads me to believe like you should okay, we can. There's a golem, fire demon, berserker. Okay, there's a sheep? Why is there a sheep? Wait, hold up. That's crazy. Okay, there are a bunch of different characters to unlock. There's a shaman already unlocked, which is kind of cool. But I want, like, attackers to be in the back end. So why don't we put the rogue here? We'll keep the arcanist there, and then I guess you are the spot for the healer? Sure, that sounds fine. Area of effect specialty. That's good to know, but I don't know if we want that. Arcane resonance, deal a bunch of damage, consume arcane resonance, deal 3 damage per stack. So you have like 2 attacks, sort of. Every 4 attacks deal 2 damage. What do you? Poison, stab, execute. So like deal damage, deal damage, deal damage, deal damage. So I would want the rogue here, right? And then we do the arcanist back here. Because you attack every 4 times, and if we make the 4th attack your big thing, then it'll do 2 damage. You, on the other hand, would benefit more from the 2 extra damage because you don't really attack all that much. That seems fine to me. Let's configure starting with the fighter. Is there like a delete all button? Yeah, that's a delete all button. Cool. So, we probably want to add defense straight up. We don't know who's going to be faster or slower than you. We're probably going to want to taunt right away. And then the shield, bash, and bash seem fine. Mana is spent for skills regained by basic attacks. So there is a world where you run out of mana because this is like your max, and that you start with 50, but it consumes a whole lot. So that's kind of terrible. If I think what is true is true. There's really not much to you. So we'll just save and close. I don't think you need any if statements. Let's see what the priest can do. Priest has this, which sounds great. You only have 2 things, which is fine. You're not in the back, so you can't really fog of war. It's a little disheartening, but I kind of want the DPS in the back. This is fine. I think this is fine. Let's mess with the rogue now. So you are in the middle left position, which means you don't get poison stab. You do get everything else though. You're better off in like the front too, if we want poison stab, which I guess we don't get. But that's how you gain mana though. I see. So what if we don't use the rogue? I still want the priest. We do have another character here. Yeah, we only have 5 to choose from, so why don't we go for the shaman? Let's configure the shaman. You are horrible on the front, you're great in the back. This is fine, this is fine. This is an attack, that's an attack, that's an attack. So you don't get your 4th attack until the next turn, and it's never guaranteed on what it is. So that's a little unfortunate. Enemy with the highest ABS, HP, deal 5 damage, add 10 static. Upon reaching 50 stats of static, the unit becomes stunned for 1 round. That's not bad. That's not bad. Regen and thorns? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Deals 8 damage, adds static, and then deals 10 damage next turn, comes 5 ticks faster. So we would want to spend 20, gain 10 back, and then do the chain lightning. I don't know if we want surrounding heroes. So you would, I'm assuming surrounding heroes, since you're in this position, you would give the regen to the healer as well as the wizard. And I do like that. I do like that. That's fine. That's fine. Can we zap again? Is that we can zap again? We can put the same one in multiple places. I did not realize this. Okay, okay, that changes things. That changes things greatly. Mana cost per rotation 33. We have 60. Okay, sure, that's fine. So this is going to be the 4th hit every single time. What if we clear? Okay, now that I know that you can do just like zap into zap into zap into zap. Okay, okay, okay. This changes everything. Go back to our fighter. Let's go ahead and reset everything. You start with 50 mana, I want to say. Or maybe you don't. You have to gain mana first. If you gain mana first, let's go ahead and shield bash. Right? Do you gain mana first? I don't remember. Let's assume we have 50 mana to start with. We're gonna go ahead and 15 into 20. Why don't we go ahead and gain 10, bash for 20, and then hit for another 10. So you make this one hit double damage, essentially. Assuming the vulnerability isn't spent on somebody else. The next attack against this unit will deal 2 times damage. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure anybody can proc this. So maybe that's not that great, and you're kind of expensive. So what if we just make sure you don't spend mana at all, ever? No, that seems kind of terrible. Why don't we do like this, I guess? That's not bad. 30 mana per rotation. Drag and drop the skills above in their 5 rotation slots below. You don't have to use all rotation slots. Yeah, you don't have to. But I like the idea of getting shield, taunting so everybody attacks you, getting some mana back, getting some shield back, because by the time this happens, you probably ran out of shield, and then you smack again. I like that idea. I like that idea. Let's save and close this. So the priest, yeah, we don't have to set everything, but what if we do this so things aren't so expensive? Right, this is only 20 mana per rotation. But then you would also want to do quick heal, because you would do 2 attacks into a great heal. But it heals for 20, so it's really not that bad. Yeah, I think this is fine. Shaman, configure the shaman. So you would wanna spend mana first, right? Deal 10 damage. 3 backmost enemies. 2 frontmost. So why don't we do like chain lightning? Why don't we do like heal totem? And then no, do we want to go zap zap? I kind of want you to deal the double damage because you're our highest damaging thing. So why don't we do chain lightning, right? Into a zap, into a heal totem, into a zap, into a rock slide. That seems better for me. Save and close. Do you need an if statement? I don't think so. Quick heal is fine. Maybe you do. Add an if statement if any hero HP percent less than 50, like less than 50%, then you're gonna want to heal totem. No, because this only hits surrounding heroes. Your if statement isn't really worth it. Huh, let's save and close. Arcanist, what can you do? Arcane Bolt is the thing that gives you mana. Okay, sure. Consume Arcane Resonance, deal 3 damage per stack. And then you got Arcane Missiles that spend 15. So what if we're crazy, right? What if we're really crazy? And we do Arcane Missiles into triple Arcane Bolt into Dissonance. All enemies consume resonance. Wait, no. We can be even crazier here. What if we go like all enemies add 3 arcane, backmost enemy add 4. Oh, I see. You're putting, I thought we were generating stacks on us and then we consumed the stacks to kill something, but that's not the right idea. we're putting stacks on the enemies. Okay, sure. If we are dumb, right? Let's pretend we're dumb. If we go arcane missile, and then we go arcane bolt, and then if we go add if statement, and if we go any enemy who's, well, okay, we can't do that. Number of unique buffs, sum of buffs. Yeah, Lee, see, I want to do this. Like, we would want to do something like if enemy stacks higher than HP times 3, we would want a dissonance, right? But that doesn't really work. That's unfortunate. Let's say any enemy whose HP is less than, I don't know, like 10% maybe. Oops, it already has the percent for itself. Then dissonance, but they might not even have the stacks. So it wouldn't be arcane missile then. Okay, this isn't gonna work the way I thought it would, which is a little unfortunate. It's a little unfortunate. Let's clear everything. We still need to arcane bolt, right? But we also want to arcane missile. So like missile into bolt, into missile, into bolt, into dissonance. And then just thwack the back enemy for very high damage. Is that right? I'm not sure. Let's start the dungeon. Let's check this out. We've got our 4 dudes. Here comes the enemy. It's not even a dungeon. You just have to fight the big dude. Let's see what happens. Are they losing health? They've got 600 health. Our guys are doing things. We will take it. People are getting healed. Okay, sure. We're getting them low. We've done at least 200 damage. Almost 200 damage. Shaman is about to die. Okay, our front row just died. That sucks. We might not make this. I think we needed the extra levels. The back row is living. There is that. They do have like health re- Oh, okay, nope. We are not gonna make this. They're at 92 health though, so we might. We actually killed it. Yo, that's crazy. So that actually worked. That's insane. First victory, 116 ticks. How was that difficulty? That was incredibly hard. Back to editor. We have unlocked a blood mage, which is kind of cool. Is there like a level select, or I guess there isn't. Show enemy skills and stats, open training mode, show leaderboard, show gain stars. I don't know. Total of 4 stars unlocks at 5. Stars collected 4 out of 9. Okay, where is level editor? Report a bug. This is just the settings. It doesn't look like, okay, so we have to run this again, I guess. Yeah, why don't we just, this works, so we'll just start it. We'll fast forward, and then maybe we can, after we win this, we can go back and try the easier route. It's kind of weird that the game only has 2 choices. You want like the final boss, or you want like a cakewalk. I feel like you would have saved this for the full game, and then maybe put like a medium in between somewhere. What is this thing? The number of available potions. We have no potions, which I guess makes sense. Also, this is just one dude, so I guess the AoE on the shaman doesn't really work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't. We know we're gonna win, which is great. Wizard's the only one who wins, or who lives, I should say. Let's go ahead and continue. And then this, and then level selection. So what's up with this one then? It's probably like stupid easy. Regenerate 5 HP at the start of each of this unit's turn. Yeah, sure. And then regenerate 4 mana when hit. You're probably never going to get hit. Raiders of the Storms. Are these all the locked ones? Oh, we could have just pressed left and right up here. Okay, that's the select screen. Sure. What if we just start? Let's see how well this does. Fast forward. It's 2 against 4. This doesn't seem fair. I'm guessing like there are speedrun strats where it's like how fast can you take everybody out? We were 40 in like rankings, which is cool, I guess. Top 50 is something. They die. There's more? I'm guessing there's more. This is your loot. Drag and drop this equipment to your hero's chest. Okay, sure. So we can start giving you regen now. We can all gain 20 mana. I'll take that. I'll gain... Okay, yeah. So you don't start at max mana, I guess. You start at some amount. It's multiple fights, which isn't bad. I prefer this rather than like shoving us in front of a dragon and telling us to murder it. I'm not entirely sure if there's going to be a boss at the end. I think this might be it. The enemy health is going down pretty fast. Yeah, I think that's the end of it, right? Attacks deal 4 extra damage. Yeah, we can put that on you. You attack fairly well. Gain the mana. Okay, so this is just showing the amount of fights we have currently. Maybe this 3 out of 3 is how many fights in total? They're trying to do some AoE to us, but it's not really working all that well. We have enough heals. Like, we murdered the dragon. What are a bunch of orcs gonna do? Nothing, that's what. It's not bad. We're at max health. We're losing on the mana. So we would have to change the tactics a bit to maybe add more mana into the rotation. Or we could put like a logic if less than X amount of mana. Ooh, 626. I don't like that. The Versatile Frontier. Alright, sure. We are unlocking... Whoa. There's a lot of things that you can unlock in this game. Number of unique buffs. Number of alive units. You can now write up to 3 if statements. I didn't even know that there was a limit. Mana potion usable through an if statement. Interesting. Potion limit of 1. Dungeon heavy on debuffs. What? Unlock Seaside Citadel. Okay, sure. I mean, I love this. But I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. I sort of do. Let's go back to the level selection. So we've got 2 more things unlocked. We could try to make our build a little better. To make the orc encampment a little bit better. Or we could try to fight the dragon again. And I kind of want to fight the dragon again. I'm not going to lie. 1 ward. I don't know what ward is. It would be great if you told us what ward is. Okay, so you... What other characters have we fought? Priest, Rogue, Arcanist, Shaman, Blood Mage... Enemy with highest abs HP. Absolute? Is that what that means? So highest per... Why don't you just do with enemy with highest percent HP? Or absolute would mean like an enemy with 9 out of 10 health would have more percent health than somebody with like, I don't know, 400 out of 1,000 health. So you would have to hit the guy with the most absolute health, which would be the 500 out of 1,000 health. I understand. Hero with lowest HP heals for... Okay, so you're a healer too. I like that. Deal 20 damage. All heroes add 10 armor. Okay. Color me crazy, but I kind of want to use all the characters that we haven't used. So like the rogue, because I see like their stars mean that this character has yet to complete this, which is kind of cool. Brand new set of teams. We already have a healer, so that's fine. Configure you. You have one thing that doesn't cost any mana that you cannot use while you're in the front row. The Bludge Mage needs to be in the 2nd or 3rd row. Rogue wants to be in the 2nd because this is green, right? Yeah. And then you like being in the front too. So Paladin up in front. Where is Paladin? And then Blood Mage in here. This is fine for you. And then the Champion and the Rogue kind of like the same spot. So that's a little annoying. Let's configure you. You can use everything, but if you're in the back row, you can only use Poison, Volley, Execute, and Puncture. You kind of need your Poison Stab in order to gain mana. You, on the other hand, also need your thing to gain mana, which sucks. Paladin needs to be... Okay, so we have too many frontliners. This isn't going to work. This, unfortunately, is not going to work, and we don't have Cryomancer. So that's a little annoying. We need to bring back somebody. Shaman isn't bad. Let's go Paladin. Let's go Shaman back here. Where was Shaman? Further back. Okay, sure. We can do this. We can mess with this, right? Yeah, this looks fine. Configure. So if we do charge into charge into charge into charge into charge, we would just gain all the mana. Yes? Yes. Adds 10 armor. Next turn comes 4 ticks earlier. Heals 8 HP on surrounding heroes. Cleanse all negative effects. Remove all armor. Deals 15 damage. Okay. So we're never gonna smite. How crazy can we make the if statements? Like if HP percent below 100, then we want you to add 10 armor, right? No, but that'll activate every time. So maybe not. Especially since it doesn't have a cooldown. Huh. Well, I guess it wouldn't work. Maybe it wouldn't work because we don't have the mana to activate it? If we do... Okay. Maybe not this as an if statement. What if we gain 20 mana and then Aura of Protection to spend that 20 mana, and then we gain the 20 mana other ways? Yeah, so if we add if self HP less than, I guess maybe like 50%, 50% HP, then you want to Serenity, right? And then if we add an if, remove all armor, deal 15 damage. I don't think we would ever want to smite. Why would we want to remove all armor? Although if we don't remove any armor, we can just hit for 15. No, I don't think we smite. We do enough damage with charge, right? Adds 1 courage, adds 1 haste. Courage increases damage dealt by 1 per stack. A hastened unit's base inertia is decreased by 1 per stack. You become very, very fast. Interesting. Very interesting. That's kind of cool, actually. So what if we do... Add an if statement. If self buff count less than maybe 10? Does armor count as a buff stat? I don't know if it counts as a buff stat. What if add an if statement, if self HP percent equal 100, if we're okay, we then smite. Yeah, if we're not an energy injure, we smite. If we're starting to lose health, we should Serenity. Anything else, we gain all the mana and gain armor. Maybe that's a thing? Rogue. Rogue wants to, like, always Poison Stab, right? You're gaining mana for Poison Stab. Enemy with lowest absolute HP deals 6 damage times 5 if target is below 30% health. So add if statement if all enemies, no, any enemy? Yeah, HP percent less than 30, then we want to execute. That seems like the best logic there is. Enemy with highest, deal 8 damage, add a bleed. So what if we just like stab and puncture? Knife goes in, guts come out? Is that like a play? Oops. Can we just do this? Yeah, we can do that. And then poison volley. Deal 3 damage, adds 4 poison to all enemies. We don't care about poison volley. Mostly because it's an AoE and it's only the dragon we have to worry about. But what if like... if statement, if self mana equals... is there mana percent? Mana percent equals 100? Then we'll poison volley? Sure. Blood mage, you're gonna be crazy. Heal 5 damage, heals for 2. So you're always gonna want to gain mana and heal yourself, right? Hero with lowest HP heals for 20%. Add if statement. Any hero HP percent under... let's say under 60, right? No, let's go, yeah. Under 60%. So we don't want them to be like dying. Let's go and make you do quick heal, right? Blood arrow costs nothing, deals 20 damage, self deals 7. So if we do add if self HP percent equals 100, then that is the only time you would want to blood arrow. Bloodletting, add 10 armor, self deal. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. We take 20 damage though, which is the annoying bit. No, I think we're fine with this. We're gonna save and close that, and then finally we got the shaman again. So we want to always zap. Like that has to be a thing. Your totem makes me think like this should be shaman because of surrounding enemies, and you should be the blood mage. You guys can switch spots, that's fine. Are you still the way you were? No, you're not. Okay. Life drain, life drain, life drain, life drain, life drain. And then we would want add if any hero HP percent under 60, then we want to quick heal. And then add if self HP percent equals 100, blood arrow. Save and close. Shaman here. We want to trash everything. We want you to keep zapping. Always be zapping. And then what if we do like... well, what if it's always be zapping plus heal totem? Does that work? Maybe more like this? This is evenly balanced. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, this just works. You don't need an if statement, right? Save and close? I mean, it can't be worse than what we first did, right? Start the dungeon. Why not? Let's see what happens. Fast forward everything. Can we beat what we did? So they do start with max mana, maybe? I could be wrong. I could be horribly wrong. We're healing, which is nice. Dragon is taking damage. Our big guy is about to go down, which is horrible. Okay, sure. This might be worse than what we had. This is absolutely probably worse than what we had. I mean, no, that was better. Hold up, 25%, or top 25. I'll take that. I'll take that. That was actually better. No way. How is the difficulty? It's fine. It's fine. Number of unique buffs has been unlocked. Can we make this better? How did you die? You didn't do enough aura of protection. So what if you're always like this instead? It costs 10 mana. Or we start with the armor, because I think we start with the armor. Yeah, like we give you a bit more armor, right? We give you a bit more armor? Probably. Save and close. Start the dungeon. Fast forward. Does everybody start with max? Yeah, everybody starts with max. So it should really be something that consumes mana right off the bat. But I think this should be better. I mean, he's still kind of dying is the problem. No, he's getting healed. That's not bad. That's not bad. Sure, everybody gets a bit of armor. Ah, he still died though, which is annoying. I mean, the dragon is still dying. We're still gonna win this. Slightly better, still 25. I want to break top 10. I didn't know I was gonna want this, but I want to break top 10. Okay, so everybody starts with max mana. So then, like, we want to puncture, and then, like, puncture? So you actually lose 10 mana, which is fine, I think. Right? Save and close. Execute still works. I'll take that. Shaman. I think the only reason why people are alive is because of Shaman. Actually, okay. Save and close. We've gotten everybody, right? We've gotten everybody. So why don't we do something crazy? Why don't we do something crazy? Shaman needs to be here on the second floor, or second slot, because you want to totem our tank, right? You want to totem our tank. That means this spot needs to either be the Arcanist or like the champion we haven't even tried yet. What instead of Paladin, why don't we go champion this time around? Blood Mage? No. Every 4 attacks deal ×2 damage. Maybe we do Blood Mage. And then this is like every attack deals 2 extra damage. Why don't we Arcanist here? Paladin doesn't work. Yeah, why don't we do Arcanist back here? Champion, what do you do? Twin Strike. Okay, not Twin Strike. We need to spend mana first. Add a Courage, which is increased damage. Next turn is faster. Surrounding heroes add Courage. Ooh. That doesn't really work on the Shaman, but it does. Yeah, it sort of does. And then you self-add Courage. Reduce incoming damage per stack. Yeah, so like Word of Courage. Twin Strike. Word of Courage. Twin Strike. And that means you spend 10 per turn. If you have 65 mana at the start of every turn, then it'll take 6 like full rotations in order for you to go to 0, which I think is more than enough. All heroes blessed units deal 2 times damage on their next attack, but we also get vulnerable. I don't like that. Remove all armor, deal 15 damage. We have no armor. There's no way to generate armor with this guy. Wait a second. You're horrible. Yeah, you kind of suck. You're more of a DPS than a tank. I don't know if I want to use you. Deals 5 damage, gains 4 armor. Like, this is better. This is absolutely better. So we're gonna delete everything. We want to... Oh, wait, no. We want to taunt first. No, we want to bolster. You want the shield bash. You want the bolster. You want the double shield bash. So we don't consume mana. The time that we would want to consume mana would be add if self buff count less than... Or is there like some of debuff? Example 5 poison. Okay. Unique debuffs. Number of unique buffs. Some of buff stacks. Yeah, I would want this unlocked. Because this... I'm pretty sure this is a buff stack, right? Like, if we could do buff count under 20, then we would want to retaunt, right? That seems like a thing, but we can't do that, unfortunately. So what if we go add an if statement? If self HP percent equal 100, then bash. If self HP percent less than 20, there is a health potion technically. Next turn comes 6 ticks earlier, consume 1 team potion. Do we have team potions? Did it say anywhere? I mean, we'll put that anyways. It heals for... How much did you heal for? Heals for 20 health. So, yeah. So when you're at 20 health or less, is there like less than or equal to? Less than or equal to? 20 health, heal for 20. Sure, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'll take that. Configure the shaman. We want the totem first, then zap, then totem, then zap zap. This makes you not use mana. If an enemy... I wish it was like if self ability like off cooldown, use it. Like, is it if that makes any sense? Like, I want this to proc every single time it's off of cooldown. But there is no way to do that in here, right? Like, if self buff stacks, buff stacks, buff stacks. Okay, so what if we do, like, if any enemy buff count less than or equal to 0. No. Greater than or equal to 0? No, that's not right either. How many stacks? Upon reaching 50 stacks, they become stunned. So you give 16. If enemy buff count, debuff count, debuff count equals greater than or equal to, let's say 30, then we want to chain lightning, because hopefully, well, what if, yeah, because then the idea would be maybe 34, because then what, why not 34? 34 does not work. It has to be greater than or equal to 20 only. Really? Okay. Because then like 10, 20, that would be 46, and then the next zap would be the one to do it. Is that how they want this to be done? Maybe? I'm gonna try this, because hitting static is a lot of static, or hitting chain lightning is a lot of static stacks. I feel like that's the way to go here. Blood Mage. You're always trying to heal yourself. I think this is fine. And then you, what do you do? We want this to be like... What if we want an arcane missile, arcane bolt, arcane missile, arcane bolt, dissonance. Well, no, not arcane missile, I guess. If we do this, and then we do this. You consume 4 mana per turn. I mean, yeah, that's not the worst. I don't think we need like Eclipse or anything. Sure, let's find out. This is gonna be my last try. I'm hoping we can get like top 20. Maybe top 10 is too much. Top 20 I'll accept. Things are happening. Things are good. Everybody is taking damage, but nobody's technically dead. I'll take that. I'll take that. Everybody's fine. Everybody's at over half health. Dragon is taking damage. We're not killing him as fast as we did before. No! This is actually somehow worse. That sucks. We did not have the DPS for this. I mean, everything is fine. Everything is fine. So how was that a lot worse? I figured the healing would be enough for us, but I guess that's not... Unit gains 1 HP per stack, then regeneration decays by 1 stack. So when does this actually tick, is the question. Because if it never does, then maybe we're doing it all wrong? What if we... Okay, so what if we... If we get rid of Chain Lightning, we get rid of everything. If we go Chain Lightning into Zap, into Chain Lightning, into Zap. You consume 6 mana. Hopefully you're more DPS. And that means the guy actually gets stunned. That means you would need to be the actual healer? Right? Greater Heal consumes half of the mana. Holy Spark gets it back. Add if... Or no. That's not the way to do it. If we go delete everybody. If we go Fog of War into like Quick Heal into Holy Spark. You can static the enemy as well. Oh, that's how we do it. We keep them stunned. And then what if we go add an if statement? All heroes HP percent less than or equal to 90% health. Then we want to always greater heal. But there's no cooldown to this. What if we do any hero? Any hero, HP under like 50%? Is that right? Then greater heal and everybody gets healed with them. Yeah, I think this is fine. Even close. Is this one any better? Okay, you gain a bit of armor. That's cool. Can we see the spark stat? The next debuff is prevented. Wow. They have ways to prevent the debuff. Okay, sure. Static. He's got 16 static. All of our health is high. 31, 20 more, and you get stunned. 47, please get the stun at least once. 50, okay, they did get stunned. Awesome, perfect. Cool, everybody's living, everybody's alive. Greater heal, please. Or I guess we don't have the mana for it, which is the problem. 2 of our dudes dead, but he's so close. Can we get there? We don't actually get there. Even though we got the stun off, we don't get there. No! No, that's sad. You ran out of mana is the problem. So what if less than 40% health? We don't want greater heal to like activate before it's needed. But it only heals everybody for 20, so maybe we get... Do we want Fog of War? What if you're just healing? What if you're just like quick heal into Holy Spark, into greater heal, into Holy Spark, Holy Spark? That consumes 25 per rotation. No. Maybe we don't use greater heal. What if it's just like this and it consumes 25 per rotation? That gives you 3 full rotations. That's not bad. This is 50 per rotation. Let's see just how many full rotations you actually do. So this is the first full. I hate that he has ward. Okay, so we finally figured out what ward does. That's 1 full rotation done. Here comes the second full. And then there's at least 3 full rotations. I understand. There's at least 3, if not more. Okay, so we need to mess with everybody's mana so that it gets everybody like 3 full rotations worth. I understand, I understand. So configure you. Your first attack really shouldn't be heal. It should be like Fog of War, and then maybe instead of greater heal, you'll only just quick heal. So yeah, this will cost 75. All enemies, next turn comes 5 ticks later. So this will slow down the enemy. That means we don't have any spots for greater heal, is the problem. Or we go add an if statement. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. All heroes HP percent less than 50. Less than or equal to 50%. Whoops. Less than or equal to. We go greater heal. If the first dude has access to a health potion, we should give you access to mana percent under or equal to 50 maybe. Then mana potion. Do we even have any potion slots? Actually, wait. I forgot to check. We have 1 potion slot available, and it's probably gonna get used by you right away. We have 1 available. We still have 1 available. Is nobody using potion slot? Yeah, nobody's using the potion. Number of available potions, 0. Okay, so nobody's actually using the potion. Huh. That's good to know. Why doesn't it work? If self HP percent less than 20, health potion. Maybe I should bump you up to like... Well, what if we get rid of your health potion? And then what if we... So you would be able... No, because even then, you didn't use your mana potion. I thought we had a health potion available. I guess I was wrong. I still like you being that. Maybe Blood Mage doesn't do enough damage? Like, you don't consume enough mana is the other thing. Bloodletting is fine, maybe? If we do, like, bloodletting every other turn? Blood Arrow's never gonna work. What if we do like greater than or equal 50 health? And then HP less than or equal to like 20% health. Then you do the healing. Because between the two of you, there should be nobody dying, right? I'm pretty sure there should be nobody dying. And then between like you and the other guy, the dude should be like stunned. So you might be the issue. What if we get rid of this if statement? And then you're not actually consuming mana. So what if you do taunt right off the bat? Gain mana, use mana, use mana. No, but the thing uses up too much mana. So if we go Shield Bash, the taunt is the issue, honestly. Well, no, taunt is pointless because I think the guy deals more damage in AoE. So yeah, why don't we bolster mana, and then this should last 2 full rotations. Maybe. Last try. I mean, I'm happy with top 25. It means I'm not completely dumb, especially when like the weaker dungeon is what's the word I'm looking for? Is like 625. That means a lot more people either A, were very good at that, or B, didn't even bother to try this whole boss fight thing. No, our back rows died. That sucks. Somehow that was worse. Okay, well, yeah. This has been If Enemy Smack. Here are my final thoughts. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.